Guys, I am falling apart. I had a bad week. Let me see if I'm going to turn around. I'm going to show you what's on the back of my neck. Those are those are icy hot patches. I pulled the neck muscle. I think I pulled it. I don't know how I did it, and I don't know where I did it, but I pulled the tendon. I think it was on my right side of my neck on Monday, and I'm just now. This is Thursday. Last night I was just starting to feel good. The pain was just incredible. The pain, I don't wish it on nobody. And I still can't turn my head. This is as far as I can turn my head to the left or right side because it's still real stiff. And at least now I don't have the pain anymore. It was just horrible, guys. It was absolutely horrible. I'm going through the Bengay. I put Bengay on this. Actually, I've Bengayed almost my entire head up because the pain was shooting from the back of my neck onto like the top of my head. Because the neck muscles connect to the top of your skull as well. And I almost thought I was having a stroke, but it's not a stroke. I definitely didn't have a stroke because I could feel the pain. It's like even on the left side now, if I press on my neck muscle, even on the left side, it hurts a little bit. So I might have pulled a tendon in both muscles, but the main pain was on the right hand side, and I'm taking ibuprofen for it. And this is I was supposed to go to my doctor. This is the second appointment. I canceled it until next month, till the 26th of the next month, because I just feel like crap. And what happens to me is whenever something happens to me, I get sick. It's like if I get poison ivy, I get sick. If I sprain my ankle, it affects my whole body. I just get sick. If I get a bee bite, I get sick. Like if I pull a muscle, no matter how minute it is, I'll get sick from it. And that's what's going on with me right now. Sleeping's the worst. And yes, I have a heating pad or a little, yeah, I guess they're heating pads, you can call it. They shut off every 2 hours. Every 2 hours, I wake myself up and I flip it back on high and I have it in the back of my neck. I think that helped a little bit. And I also want to tell you guys, Canada banned the PC Charger and the Smith and Wesson folding pistol carbine, and I think they banned. I forget that other. There's another folding. There's another folding rifle they banned. I forget which one it was, but I have the folding pistol carbine. I have the Smith and Wesson folding FPC, and I have the PC Charger. They banned both those. Canada banned them. See with the with the Ruger PC Charger, you don't need a ATF permit for that because it's a pistol. It's considered a pistol. That's why it's called PC, pistol carbine. But once you put a stock on it, it turns into an SBR, a short barreled rifle. Then you have to get a permit for the ATF. And unless if you want to try to be slick and not report it, but if you go to the gun range and there's a cop there or if you just happen to have the bad luck, the worst luck in the world, like I have, and there's going to be an ATF agent at the gun range, and he's going to want to see your stamp for that, your permit. There you go. But that's what happens with that Ruger PC Charger. Once you put that folding stock on it, that folding Picatinny stock, it's no longer a pistol. It's now a short-barreled rifle, which you're gonna need a stamp for it. That's why I don't even want to take that chance, guys. You know, I don't want them coming on my door and taking my gun. You know, I'd rather just keep it the way it is. Yeah, well, that's what I've been going through for the past week. Is this pain in the back of my neck? It's just horrible. It's not bad now, but oh my God, 2 days ago it was absolutely horrible. You know, and when you know how it is when you lay in bed. If you lay on your side, I mean, no matter how you lay, it's like right now. I just move my head, the pain's like shot straight up. You know, when you're laying down, every time you move, you use your neck muscles, and it was just horrible, absolutely horrible. I could tell you one thing: I'm not cracking my neck anymore. I am not. I am never cracking my neck again. So once again, another Christmas is going to come and go, just like Thanksgiving comes and goes, and we don't hear from any of our cousins. We don't, you know how you know how families receive like cards from, like Christmas cards. We don't get none of them. Me and my wife, we don't get nothing like that, except from our friends. But from family, okay, I'm talking about family. Family don't send us nothing. My cousins, any aunts and uncles that are still living. It's like my first cousins up in Boston. I haven't seen those. I'm going to call them pieces of crap because that's exactly what they are. I haven't seen them since they have my exact same last name. We have a lot of stuff in common. Their father and mother passed on, which their father was my father's brother. Their father and mother are passed on. I haven't seen them since I was what, about maybe 12 years old, maybe 11, 12, 13 years old. I don't hear from them. They don't come on Facebook and say, "Hey, you want to be my Facebook friend?" I don't even think they subscribe to my channel. You know, you just don't hear from these people. You know, and it's not only going like that for me and my wife, guys. It's going like that for a lot of people. You know, family it's not what it used to be. Family is gone, in my opinion. Yeah, you know, we don't receive no cards, no Christmas card, nothing. Not even an F you. Not even someone writing us a hate letter and saying F you. Oh, you think you're so high and mighty sitting up there on that hill with your Harley Davidson? F you. No, we don't get nothing. Nothing. So, oh well. Life goes on. I told you guys before what happened with the world. In case if you're wondering how the world was, people are like this today because they don't respect each other. Okay? For those of you that are new to the channel and you didn't see a video I made why people hate each other, and this is especially in America. Okay, I'm talking about America, especially. There's hate all over the world, but most of it's in America, the United States of America. And it's because people don't have any respect for each other. If you look at the old movies, even movies back in the early 60s, not the late 60s, early 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, if you look at these pictures, if you look at some of the old TV shows, everybody is dressed real nice because they cared what someone thought about them. Okay? That comes under the realm of respect. If you go in Home Depot with a t-shirt on, with dirty pants on, maybe you're going down the aisle, you let a fart out. Someone's behind you and you're going down the aisle, you let a fart out. You do all that and you're dressing because you don't care what anyone thinks of you. So thus, you don't have any respect for anybody. And that's exactly what's happening in America today. If you go in a grocery store, you go in there with a t-shirt on, maybe a clean t-shirt. Okay. Blue jeans, clean blue jeans. Why can't you go in there dressed up a little bit with a nice shirt on? Because you don't care. It's not a matter of being comfortable. You could put a shirt on and be comfortable just as well. But you don't care what anyone thinks of you. You're doing what you want to do, and you don't care what anyone thinks of you. So thus, you don't have much respect for anybody. And that's what's happening in America on a large scale. Okay? It's like when I was coming home just now, I came home about a half hour ago on a main drag down here. There was a car coming down. He had been doing at least 100 miles an hour, 80, maybe 80 miles an hour. I'll give him that. Because the speed limit's 35. I think I was doing about 40, maybe 45. And he had been doing at least 80 miles an hour. And meanwhile, there's kids waiting for a school bus all along this main drag. Now there's already been a couple kids that got hit and killed around here on these streets around here, and the people they took off. They just don't care. And it's the same thing with families, guys. They just don't. The families, man, they don't have any respect for anybody. Okay, if you don't have a lot of money, no one in your family has any value in you. But I'll bet you, and I told my wife this many times, if we had $1 or $2 million to our name, they'd be breaking my front door down and want to know me, to want to hang out with a homie here and Mrs. Homie over there. Because they figure, well, hey, you know what? Maybe if we be nice to this fool, maybe if we be nice to these two fools, they'll shoot some money our way. That's what it's all about. If I hit the Powerball for 300-400 million, you'd see my sister breaking my front door down to want to apologize to Holmes here and Mrs. Holmes, and I want to come close up to us, want to get to know us a little bit better. And you see my cousins up in Boston. Hey, I heard you hit the Powerball. Congratulations. Oh, and don't forget about us up here in Boston. Well, guess what? I'm going to forget about you. You think you hate me now? Don't let me be rich, because I'm going to make sure y'all hate me a lot more. And my hand to the Lord Almighty, guys. Okay? This is the Virgin Mary. My mother made this. My hand to the Lord Almighty. If I ever hit the lottery, I ain't helping nobody. Ain't no one getting one duck plucking dime from the Holmes.